Prior to coming to West Point, I had coached at Navy for a few years, and that's where I started my coaching career. And I think one of the things I really found coaching at Navy was that to coach these athletes that are not only smart and motivated athletically, but also serving their country was just an unbelievable honor, and I really enjoyed coaching that caliber of a student athlete, and that was kind of the backdrop for why I was so interested in this job when it became open, and really that's really kind of where my interest came from. They're the best, and I think myself and the rest of the coaching staff just enjoys that they're really well-rounded, high-character individuals. We absolutely love seeing them excel in the classroom, sitting in on some of their presentations, being able to speak to the professors about all of the really awesome things that they're doing in the classroom is really exciting. Beyond that, we know that they really extend themselves and serve the community and serve the country. We're really proud of the things that they do during the summertime as it pertains to military training and service around the country. And really, when you put those leadership qualities that they learn here at West Point to the test on the field every single day in practice, we really see those leadership qualities come into play, and they make us a better team, and they allow for our cadet athletes to perform really well in terms of their teamwork and their work ethic on the field. So undoubtedly it really helps. We love coaching those well-rounded cadets. I think that was better. Athletically, what we look for is speed. I mean, there's no replacement for speed. With the women's lacrosse game adding the shot clock this year, speed is so important. So first and foremost, physically is speed, and we do a lot of speed work here. We do a lot of conditioning so that we will be one of the better conditioned teams in the Patriot League come February. And another thing is just change of direction, dynamic movements. That's stuff that we recruit, but those are also traits that we really work on a ton through our work in the weight room with our strength and conditioning coach, Lexi Dulkis. Probably to date, my proudest moment was probably the way that we performed in our first ever Army-Navy matchup, which happened this last spring at Michie Stadium. We went toe-to-toe with Navy. It was a really close game. Our kids played fearless. They didn't back down. I thought they put together a really well-executed game. And for the first time facing Navy, I thought that they really had a lot of composure, competed so hard, and I think that we were really proud of that performance in our first year. So really, a lot of my mentors I kind of accumulated through my time at Duke. Some of my greatest mentors are the current coach at Duke, Kristen Skiera. I played for her, and I also coached underneath of her for 2 years. So her family has become really close to me, and she really, ever since I stepped foot on Duke campus as a player, she was kind of like a second mother figure to me, and has really inspired me in all aspects of life, not just being a good coach, but she is just a top-notch individual of high character, so I've learned a lot from her. Also through my time at Duke, one of my assistant coaches at Duke, Allison Fondale, she got me into coaching in the first place because she helped to start the program at Navy. So as soon as I graduated from Duke, I was on her radar as a potential candidate to fill another assistant position at Navy, and she really was integral in bringing me to Navy, and I was able to coach alongside her after playing for her for a few years at Duke. And lastly, when I was at Navy, head coach Cindy Timshaw, who's one of the most famous coaches in the coaching world for lacrosse. She's the winningest coach in men's and women's lacrosse, and she's been the head coach at Navy for about the last 10 years. And so working for her has been amazing. I learned a lot of lessons that applied to starting the program here myself at Army, and she's just got such an expansive network of coaches that have played for her and also coached for her, and for me to kind of join that community, that kind of Coach Timshaw community underneath of her, has been a really great network for me as a head coach. Favorite drill to run during practice? Well, I'm a very offensive-minded person, so it's probably going to be a 3v2 shooting drill where the offense is man up, so they're scoring opportunities really frequently. I think that for our team, some of those man up drills that we've done this year where it's high energy, shots are coming pretty frequently. It's a really good drill to kind of get good mojo going, both for our defenders and for our attackers. So I'm always going to be in favor of just a really high energy man-up drill. The vision for our team is to, really establish ourselves. This year and last year we had a lot of success out of conference. So this year for us, the 2017 Army Women's Lacrosse team, we're going to look to continue to take care of business in our out-of-conference play. But really for this year, 2017, we're looking to make a mark within the Patriot League. Last year we were in some really close Patriot League games that really didn't go our way, but we've learned a lot of lessons from our inaugural season, and we've put in really the groundwork to make sure that the character and the fundamentals of the program are there. And this year we're going to undoubtedly be able to execute some of the on-field lacrosse skills better. And so I'm looking forward to really having some really awesome Patriot League wins this spring. And as we look beyond 2017, there's really no reason why Army West Point Women's Lacrosse can't ascend to the top of the Patriot League and ultimately be playing in the NCAA tournament.